Hello and welcome to Mr. Barton's autograph video number 57. Now this week we're going to take a look at a very useful feature in autograph, and that is the ability to hide objects. So let's start off with getting ourselves some objects to hide. So I'm just going to pop into point mode. I'm just going to whiz 4 points around here. There's 4 points. I'm now going to bomb off into select mode. I'm going to just drag around those 4 points. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go group to shape, and then I've got myself a lovely rectangle that I can move around. I'll also just pop a single point on the screen there, and to complete the set, why not draw everybody's favourite straight line, y equals x. So there I've got 3 objects, and if I want to hide any of those objects, I've got to make sure that I select just what I want. So if I'm just going to deselect, just click on the page to deselect everything, I'm going to click on the centre of my shape, and if I wanted to hide that, if I now right click and scroll down here, I get hide shape. That's disappeared. Same thing, I'm going to click on my point, right click, and I'm going to go hide point. Notice I'm not deleting here, I'm just hiding, and then click on my line, right click, and hide object. And if I want to get them back, I have a couple of options. I can go to the object menu and I can go unhide all, or I can just on the right click menu, I've also got unhide all, and they're back. Now you could be forgiven for thinking, well, what is the point in that? Well, let me just show you a couple of quite useful features with this. First, let's take our object and our point here. Well, what we can do with a point and an object, point and a shape, sorry, we can do a variety of transformations. So let's do a rotation. So let's select my point. I'm in whiteboard mode, so no need to hold down shift. Let's also select my object. They're both selected. Right click, and fingers crossed down there I should get rotation. I'm just going to go for 90 degrees, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to get rid of the construction lines. I'm going to click OK. Now what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to hide the centre of rotation. So I'm going to give that a click, it's selected, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to hide point. And the advantage now is if I've set this up before the kids have come into the classroom, or I've saved the file like this, I can now say, okay, there's some kind of transformation has happened to get from blue to purple. I'm going to move things around. Can you tell me what transformation has happened? And hopefully the students will pick up that it's been a rotation, and then it's up to them to try and figure out, well, where's the centre of rotation? How could we figure out where that is? And when they think they've got it, just right click, unhide all, and we can test out whether they're right or not. And of course you can do that with enlargements as well, and it's just quite a nice way of adding a bit of a twist to transformations. So that's one purpose, one quite useful thing that you can do with hiding objects. I'll show you another one. If I just go into point mode, excuse me, I'm just going to cough a sec. Excuse me. If I just go into point mode, and I'm just going to pop a point on my line here. Now notice again, when you're in point mode it's an X, but as soon as you hover over an object to attach it to, it goes to an arrow. So I'll just pop a point there at 2, 2. With it selected, I'll just right click, and I'm just going to go for text box, and I'm just going to make sure that that point is always labelled, and I'll pop it ice blue there. And there's my point. Now with that point selected, if I drag it up and down the line, its coordinates change. Well, what I can actually do is I can hide the line itself. So if I click on the line and right click and I go for hide object, that line still exists in the background and that point's still attached to it. So what I could do here is I could say to the students, okay, I've attached a point to a line. They're all the different coordinates that line the line. How are you going to figure out what its equation is? And it's quite nice with something like y equals x. It's quite easy for them to spot. But something like 2x plus 1, it might get them thinking about gradients, tables of values, and all that kind of stuff. And for the eagle-eyed amongst you are saying, well, wait a minute, it's a bit obvious what line it is when it's down here at the bottom. Of course, to get rid of key, just right-click and show key. Now, just a quick thing to finish. You can really go to town with this hiding objects if you use a bit of imagination. And I'll just show you an example of this. Simon Woodhead, one of the autograph gurus, he's designed quite a few of these new player activities. And just on my website, if I just try and find them quickly, if you go to teachers, and you go to teaching resources, and then fingers crossed you get autograph activities, and there's a load of my free autograph activities that work on the player, so you don't need autograph installed. But if you scroll to the bottom, you get Simon Woodhead's, and here is an excellent one he's done using a bit of Euclid to prove angles in a right angle triangle, what they add up to. But that page has been created. It's a lovely looking page, but there's objects hidden left, right and centre there. And if you want a challenge, try and create something like that. And I'll give you a hint, vectors are involved. Anyway, hope that was useful. I'll be back with a new video next week. Bye for now.